So, hello everyone. Today we'll see how we can add self-hosted Linux agent to Azure DevOps. So, so this is my Azure DevOps portal, and for example, I'm adding the agent for this project, which is Angular project. So for that, I'll go into the project settings, and you can see the agent pools. Here, you can add your own pool to have multiple agents on it, or else you can create and add your agent. So as of now I have one self-hosted agent. I have named it as self-hosted, and currently two agents are into this, so I'll add one more as a Linux agent. So after you click new agent here, you can see three options, like depending upon the OS that you have to configure: Windows, Mac OS, or Linux. So this time, as we are doing with Linux, so I'll select Linux. Then according to the disto, you can perform like RHL or ARM64. So I have Ubuntu agent with x64, so I'll select that. You can see the URL to download the package from the agent site, so you can download by this way. Now I can see my agent file tar.gz is downloaded. So now it's time to create a directory so that we can configure agent into specific path. So I will create it as some, for example, agent AC do, or else I will create as AC do agent. That is Azure DevOps agent short form. So I added a directory here. I'll go to this path. Now I have to extract this file. So we can do like tar and the path of the file, which was root, and the file name. Here I can extract the file. So the next steps would be to configure the agent. So we'll go into and paste here to configure the agent. Oh, this must not run sudo. So I will exit from root user and go to this path called AC agent, and then we can paste the file to have config. And now it will ask us some details like our Azure DevOps portal URL and PAT token. So we'll have to keep our PAT token ready. So I'll show you how we can get the PAT token from Azure, that is personal access token. Here you can see the personal access token, and if you have already, you can use that, or else you can generate as a new token and decide according to the access required. So that's how you can generate token. As of now, I'm having my Azure DevOps token with me, so I'll not generate this time. So we are started with configuration. So what is the asking? Enter to access license agreement. So anyhow, we'll have to accept this. So I entered yes to accept. Then yeah, it is asking for Azure DevOps URL. So my Azure DevOps URL is this one. So you can copy from your the main Azure DevOps portal. That will be your Azure DevOps URL. So I'll paste mine, enter. The next would be enter authentication type. For PAT, we can just enter here, and then we need to paste our PAT token, that is personal access token. Copy and paste, enter. So we should be done with authentication now. So yeah, so it is asking us like in which pool we want to register our agent. and if you enter as empty, it will create a default pool, a pool with name default, and the agent will be configured under that pool. So as of now, I want to configure the agent under self-hosted agent pool. So I will copy the self-hosted name and let me copy clearly, or else I'll self-hosted. Okay, self-hosted. This is the H capital. Okay, we are good to enter, and the agent name that we have to give, like if we don't give an agent name, it will specify like specific any random name. So I will add the name as okay, I, I will give agent 02 as I have agent 01 ready. Agent 02 and Ubuntu for my identification, and I think we are done now. So we're going to take with the work folder, and if you enter blank, then it will create a underscore work folder under the agent path. So I can give the same path, or we can give the path if you want to have the new folder for the agent. So if I list the folder path here, you can see multiple bin externals are generated. So the next steps for configuring the agent are, if you see for Linux, okay, optionally we can run the agent interactively, but now I want to run my agent as a service, so that every time if I for example my server gets rebooted sometime, then the service will not start automatically. So I will run this agent as a service. So for that you can find a link here for detailed instructions, and you can copy the svc file that is having service configuration, so that we can run our agent as a service. So for that yeah, you can see run as systemd service. For that, now we have some commands. So cd my agent, this will be the a folder of your agent path, so that is fine. You can go to this path, and we can run the command as sudo -svc install and the username by which you are setting up the service. For in my case, I think I have the cloud underscore user, so I will paste the command here, and the username is cloud underscore user. This should create the service now, and now we can check the status of the agent. What is the name of the service? Yes, agent. Yeah, you can see that loaded and inactive. So now we can start the service as the service is configured. So we can simply give svc.sh and start. So where is my terminal? I'll paste start here, and yes, we are good with the service. So now we can do one more thing, which is like enable the service, so that every time a server reboots, the agent service will start automatically. So sts, or else I will svc, or else I think we have command here also, stop. Yeah, so you can find the service name as this, like agent name dot service. So in my case, I think I have to find the service name, which was earlier systemctl status. I can copy this and just paste. So it is asking me for the password, and authentication complete, required to reload the. Okay, and yes, we are good. So our service is enabled now. So every time our agent reboots, the agent service will start automatically. And here you can see in the portal, we can see agent 02 Ubuntu is online. So you can see the some parameters like agent.name, agent.version. These are automatically generated. So when we configure an agent from the by default script, it will automatically set up the Docker and other things into the server. So we should have Docker installed in the server. Yeah, it does install the Docker. So yeah, this is how we can add a Linux self-hosted agent to Azure DevOps pipeline. So if we have any more questions regards to this, how we can set up the agent further to have some to enable some more functionalities, you can uh, paste your questions in the comments. So thank you so much for watching the video, and consider subscribing the channel. Thank you.